tonight's orchestra concert. It is such a treat to have this auditorium filled with audience members here today to listen to live music. Thank you for being compliant with sitting in designated areas and for masking up. You're going to hear our orchestra concert. Our program this year is paperless, so if you haven't already, take a moment to scan the QR codes in the auditorium vestibule there. And after the concert, we'll meet our students outside instead of congregating in the lobby. I'd also like to thank Gayla Fox, Dan Brown, and the student staff for getting the auditorium ready for us tonight, as well as Beyond the Rock for helping us with live streaming for those at home. Thank you for joining us in tonight's performance. And right now I'd like to introduce and welcome the concert orchestra. Thank you. so very good to see live bodies in here and have music that we can all share and enjoy together. It has been so long. And to see this space filled with orchestra students and to have parents and grandparents and friends watching from home and in the auditorium seats here is just a real joy. Thank you so much for supporting our concert and for coming out tonight. We hope that you enjoyed our Arlington sketches. If you want way more information than you could ever need on any of the titles for the evening, check your program notes. They're very exciting. Got a little carried away. Sorry about that. Our year has been unlike any other, and you know this already about your students and your children, but I should say it to you because I know that as a parent, sometimes it's nice to hear it. You have amazing children on stage here, and they have time and time again showed resilience and joy in the midst of a challenging year. And it has been such a delight to be part of that process with them. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for being such outstanding parents and role models in the face of a challenging year. These are amazing young people, and we have grown enormously and just had a wonderful year together of making great music, in spite of the fact that we haven't been able to have performances. We are really excited, though, to share another piece with you. And the next piece that we have is a piece called She Will Hang the Night with Stars. And it's a piece that is really demanding technically from the students, but it's also a piece that requires significant emotional and musical maturity in order to play well. This is a piece that William Holfeld composed in dedication to the orchestra director from Marquette after she passed away. This was a handful of years ago. And the piece is based on work by Oscar Wilde, and its title comes from this quote that I'd like to share with you. Oscar Wilde writes this: "Nature, whose sweet rains fall on unjust and just alike, will have clefts in the rocks where I may hide, and secret valleys in whose silence I may weep undisturbed. She will hang the night with stars, so that I may walk abroad in the darkness without stumbling, and send the wind over my footprints so that none may track me to my harm. She will cleanse me in great waters, and with bitter herbs she will make me whole." And I believe that this piece speaks to some of the grief and loss that the students have experienced this year, but this piece is so deeply embedded within beauty and hope that it just captures the spirit of these amazing students. So we hope that you enjoy She Will Hang the Night with Stars by William Holfeld.
Back in January, we received an email from the Michigan School Band and Orchestra Association, and they told us that we were not going to be able to host our normal solo and ensemble festival. Typically, in February, our students have an opportunity to participate by playing either as soloists or as members of small ensembles, and there's a Saturday that is scheduled, and they drive to a district site, and students from all over the West Michigan area come and play for an adjudicator, and are able to receive some feedback from that adjudicator, and then earn a rating at the end of the day. MSBOA decided this year to do a virtual solo and ensemble festival, and we had a large number of students this year participate in that process. Due to COVID, some of our students participated and then weren't able to actually make their final upload recording because maybe one of the members of their duet was home and in quarantine while they were still at school. So we had a few unusual situations, but I am extremely proud of our students who were willing to put themselves out there. So students, those of you who participated in solo and ensemble, whether you had the opportunity to perform or not, would you please stand for a moment? Solo and ensemble students? And stay standing. These amazing young people, the ones who were able to do their performance, all earned first division ratings. This is the first year that we have ever had orchestra students all earn first division ratings, and it is a huge honor for them, and that's in the midst of technological challenges as well. So I'm extremely proud of them. Thank you, you guys. You can take a seat. A week and a half ago, I said to these students, we have one concert this year. What do you want to share with your parents that we have played that maybe we didn't get a chance to perform? You know, and I'm listing all of these titles that we've done recently, and they decided that they wanted to do the Brandenburg Concerto, which is one of the hardest pieces that we've done all year. And I said, oh my, what have we done? Because we had 7 rehearsals, and these students have worked enormously hard on this Bach Brandenburg Concerto that you're going to hear in just a moment to try to get it ready for you today. We worked on this all the way back in September, which was a long time ago, and never had the opportunity to perform it. Brandenburg wrote this for, Bach wrote this, for the Brandenburg of Margrave. And after he died, not Bach, the Brandenburg of Margrave, the piece was sold. It's a collection of 6 concertos, and these 6 concertos were sold. They disappeared for about 200 years and resurfaced in the mid-1800s and had a little bit of awareness from classical music circles, but really were very little known, and then nearly disappeared again during the Second World War. And really it is since the Second World War that they have come to be valued and appreciated and played around the world. And I'm so grateful that we have these pieces. Bach has this universal appeal that is just simply delightful to listen to and captures your imagination. So I'm not surprised that the students selected this piece. They have good taste, and we hope that you enjoy this rendition of the Brandenburg Concerto. We have one final selection for you this evening, a medley from Disney's Aladdin. And it is just timeless to hear this music and immediately be drawn back to when I was 8 years old and listening to this, sitting in the, plugging the VHS into the DVD, not DVD player, VHS player at home. The students have really enjoyed working on this, and it has been a delight to play this piece and to learn these tunes. For some of them, this was the first time that they had heard these pieces. So we think that we might have an Aladdin watching day in our future at some point this week so that they can see the original. After the performance, we invite you to visit outside, and I would love to meet some of you, knowing that many of you are parents of ninth graders, some of you I know from previous years, but feel free to come and introduce yourself. And I would love to have an opportunity to say hello, and thank you once again for coming out this evening and for tuning in if you're watching live stream. And thank you for supporting this amazing young orchestra that is in front of you, and I am so excited to see where they will go over these next years in this program. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy the Aladdin.